Let's see how can we create an automation framework using Java and Selenium. We are going to use this web form page to create a simple test, write something to text area and click on submit button. And here check the received message is displayed. Back to IntelliJ, click on new project, set the project name. Also we can set the location, language set Java, build system Maven, and if you don't have JDK, we can install it from here. We can select the version and click on the download button. And then click on create. Okay, so this is our PAM XML, and the first thing is to add the Maven dependencies. Let's go to Maven repository, search after Selenium Java, switch back to our PAM XML and add the dependencies node. And the same we need to do for JUnit. Paste it here. And now we can load the Maven changes. And that's it for now regarding our PAM XML. Now we can go on and create the packages we need. First, we'll create a package for the tests with Selenium tests class. Let's add also a package for base where we will have our test base class. And we are going to implement page object model, so let's add our pages package. We'll have inside this two pages, one for the home page which is web form page, and one more for this target page where we are going to check the received message is displayed. So let's add also the target page. And now we can start the implementation. Let's start with test base. Here we need to define the WebDriver. And now we're going to implement before test method, where we define what's happening before each test will run. So first we'll create a Chrome driver instance, and similar we can create a browser instance for Edge, Firefox or Safari. Then we want to make sure the window will get to maximize mode. And also let's set the timeouts for implicit wait to have a duration of 10 seconds. Now let's implement the after test method. We'll use the after each attribute, and what we are going to do here is to make sure we call the driver quit. Let's move on now to web form page. We need the driver, and we also need to define a constructor where we will pass the driver when creating a new web form page object. We're going to write something to this text area, so let's inspect it. It has this name my text area, so we can use this in order to identify the web element. Let's define a by. name it text area, and here let's call by name and the value we got from the HTML. Let's do the same for the submit button. As we can see, this tag is button. Let's try and use the tag name is 1 of 1. That means we are safe to use it. So let's go back to our web form page and define this submit button using the tag name. Now we can implement the methods. First method would be write text to text area. Here we are going to use driver find element, pass the text area, and call the send keys method. And we'll return this object. Now let's see what happens when we submit the form. We are redirected to the target page. So let's define here a method which will submit our form. Similar driver find element, we pass the submit form by, only that this time we change the page, so we have to return an instance of the target page. Let's switch to target page and start adding some code. Similar, we need a WebDriver and a constructor. And what we are going to do here is to verify the received message is displayed. Let's inspect this. As you can see, it has this ID message. Now let's define our by message. And we also need to implement a method which gets the message from the page so we can have a validation at the end of our test. So to do this, we have driver find element and we can call the getText method. Now the target page is also implemented. Let's switch back to our test-based class and let's implement a method which knows how to go to the home page. And what this method will do, will navigate to our home page. In this case, is Selenium web form page. And we'll also return a new instance of the web form page and share the driver. And finally, now we are ready to write the test. Let's go to Selenium test class. Here we define a test. We also need to extend the test base. So let's do that. Now we can use the go to home page. And because we have these page object models, we can call the methods one after each other. So we have go to home page, write text to text area, call the submit form, and then we get the message from the target page. And we check with the expected message which is received. And this is our test. what packages we have the base with the test base, then we have the pages with target page and web form page, and we also have the test package with Selenium tests. Now let's run the test case using IntelliJ Idea, so go to Run and select Run Selenium Test Java. And as you can see, the browser is open, the test case is running, and everything seems to be fine. If we check the logs, we find this fail to log class static logger binder, which can be fixed by going to Maven repository and importing the dependency. That will be everything for now. If you are interested to find out how can you run the test cases from Maven, please check my next tutorial. Thank you very much for your time and see you in the next one. Bye.